While American industry built the tanks and planes that won the war, it was the infantry rifle that held the line. In the hands of the U.S. GI, these weapons were the ultimate tools of liberation, balancing old-school bolt-action precision with a semi-automatic revolution. From the legendary ping of the Garand to the surgical reach of the Springfield, today we are uncovering every major rifle and carbine in the American arsenal. The bolt-action family, Springfield and Enfield lineage. United States Rifle, caliber .30, model 1903, the Springfield. The M1903 is the legendary Springfield that served as a backbone of early war Marine units, particularly in the opening Pacific campaigns. You'll recognize its slender wooden profile and the high-precision leaf sights sitting prominently on the barrel. It was a master-crafted tack driver that gave the early war rifleman unmatched accuracy in the thick of the jungle before the Garand arrived en masse. United States Rifle, caliber .30, model 1903 A1, the A1. The M1903 A1 is known simply as the A1, an ergonomic upgrade to the classic bolt-action platform, often favored by marksmen for its improved handling. Look for the Type-C pistol grip carved into the wooden stock, which replaced the traditional straight grip handle for better recoil control and a more natural aim. It remained a staple for specialized shooters who required a firm, ergonomic hold during intense long-range skirmishes. United States Rifle, caliber .30, model 1903 A3, the War Springfield. The M1903 A3 is the War Springfield, a simplified beast built to handle the massive production demands of a global conflict. It is identified by the rear aperture or peep sight moved back to the receiver bridge, providing a much faster and more intuitive sight picture than older models. It was a rugged, reliable workhorse that kept second line and support units armed when the Garand was in high demand on the front lines. United States Rifle, caliber .30, model 1917, the American Enfield. The M1917 is the American Enfield, a heavy-hitting World War I veteran that saw limited frontline service in the early Pacific while also arming support and stateside units. You can't miss its massive protective ears over the rear sights and its unusually high 6-round magazine capacity. It was a rugged, oversized killer that provided a vital stopgap for the expanding U.S. military during the desperate early months of 1942.
Moving from the slow cycle of the bolt to the rapid-fire revolution, we have the semi-automatic family. The semi-automatic family, Garand and Johnson lineage. Rifle caliber .30 M1, the Garand. The M1 Garand is the iconic battle rifle that General Patton famously called the greatest battle implement ever devised. Look for the gas-operating cylinder under the muzzle and the 8-round en-bloc clip that ejects with a distinctive metallic ping. This rifle provided the American squad with overwhelming firepower, allowing them to dominate almost every engagement from Normandy to Okinawa. M1941 Johnson Rifle, the Johnson. The M1941 Johnson rifle is the Johnson, a high-capacity alternative that saw limited but intense combat use with Marine Raider units in the Solomon Islands. Its unique 10-round internal rotary magazine and recoiling barrel set it apart from every other rifle on the line. It was a specialized high-capacity killer that gave elite units a unique edge in the dense close-range fighting of the South Pacific.
When speed and mobility were more important than long-range power, the U.S. Army reached for the Carbine family. The Carbine family, lightweight weapons. Carbine Caliber 30 M1, the Carbine. The M1 Carbine is the carbine, a featherlight personal defense weapon that became an instant favorite for officers and NCOs. You'll recognize its short, handy wooden frame and the 15-round detachable box magazine. It was a beloved, nimble tool that gave support crews far more effective range and confidence than a standard-issue pistol. Carbine Caliber 30 M1A1, the paratrooper carbine. The M1A1 is the paratrooper carbine, a specialized variant compact enough to be carried in a jump case and deployed immediately after landing. It is distinguished by the side-folding wire shoulder stock and the dedicated wooden pistol grip. It was the ultimate compact weapon for the airborne, designed to provide high mobility without sacrificing the reach of a carbine. Carbine Caliber 30 M2, the full auto carbine. The M2 is the full auto carbine, a late-war beast that provided a dramatic increase in close-range firepower during the final months of the war. Look for the small selector switch on the receiver and the larger curved 30-round magazine. It turned the lightweight platform into a high-volume suppression tool, perfect for the intense house-to-house fighting encountered during the push into Germany. To take the enemy out before they even knew the Americans were there, the military deployed its specialized precision variants. United States Rifle Caliber 30 M1903 A4, the Springfield Sniper. The M1903 A4 is the Springfield Sniper, a purpose-built precision platform that served as the primary long-range tool for American marksmen across both theaters. Its visual signature is the complete removal of front iron sights to make room for a Weaver telescopic lens. It was a deadly, reliable instrument that allowed snipers to neutralize high-value targets from hundreds of yards away. Rifle Caliber 30 M1C, the Sniper Garand. The M1C is the Sniper Garand, a semi-automatic precision rifle that combined rapid follow-up shots with high-quality optics. It is recognizable by the offset scope mount on the left side, which allowed the shooter to still reload using standard on-block clips. It was a rapid-fire nightmare for the enemy, bridging the gap between a standard battle rifle and a dedicated sniper platform. From the artisanal precision of the 1903 Springfield to the mass-produced firepower of the M1 Garand, these rifles were the instruments of victory. They represented an era where American engineering gave the GI among the most advanced standard-issue infantry firepower of the war. If you want to see the weapons the Axis used to try and stop this advance, click the video on screen now to see the rifles of the German Wehrmacht. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for our next deep dive into military history.